Welcome to the Edge of Tech, CTech's AI-generated studio, where we dive deep into the latest news and analyses on technology and innovation. First up, Viola Credit has secured $600 million for its new $1.5 billion fund, marking a significant step in their investment journey. Next, we'll look at how Outbrain is expanding its reach by acquiring its competitor Teads in a deal worth $1 billion. And finally, we'll explore the fallout from the Pliops and Kalray merger collapse, driven by a sharp drop in stock prices. Stay tuned for these exciting stories and more. I am Elihai Vidal, generated with AI. Joining us to discuss the significance of the news are Ariella Carmel and other guests, all generated with AI. Here we go. Today, we're diving into the latest news about Viola Credit's new $1.5 billion fund, focusing on offering asset-backed credit to global fintech companies. Viola Credit has closed the first $600 million of their new fund. Ariella, can you tell us more about this exciting development?
Sure, Elihai. Viola Credit, known for providing credit to tech companies, has completed the initial close of $600 million for its third fund. This fund aims to offer asset-backed credit to global fintech companies. Managed by Ruthie Furman and Ido Vigdor, the firm has a strong track record, having provided credit to 150 companies worldwide.
Moving on, the fund focuses on asset-backed financing solutions for fintech companies offering non-bank credit in Western countries. Ariella, could you elaborate on this strategic approach?
Absolutely, Elihai. Viola Credit's new fund will invest in credit portfolios issued by fintech companies, ranging from $10 million to $500 million. They plan to work with 35 fintech companies across different risk assets and geographies, with a focus on the USA, UK, Western Europe, and Australia.
Lastly, the fund has already completed transactions with 10 new fintech companies. Ariella, how do you see this impacting the fintech industry moving forward?
It's a significant development, Elihai. Viola Credit's strategic investments will likely have a positive impact on the fintech sector, providing much-needed capital and support to innovative companies. Their diverse investor base also indicates strong confidence in their approach.
Before we wrap up, Ariella, any final thoughts on Viola Credit's new fund?
Overall, Elihai, Viola Credit's new fund marks a pivotal moment in the fintech industry, showcasing the growing importance of asset-backed credit for global tech companies.
Thank you for sharing your insights, Ariella. Coming up next, Outbrain acquires competitor Teads in $1 billion deal, creating a major player in the online advertising space. And now, Outbrain acquires competitor Teads in $1 billion deal. Ariella, what does this acquisition mean for the online advertising industry?
Elihai, this acquisition will create a major player in the online advertising space, presenting significant competition to Israeli company Taboola.
That's a significant development. What are the key details of this deal, and how does it affect the companies involved?
Outbrain is acquiring Teads in a $1 billion deal involving upfront cash, stock shares, and convertible preferred equity. After the transaction, Altice, Teads' current owner, will appoint 2 directors to Outbrain's board. The merger is expected to generate significant revenue and operating profit, with the companies aiming for synergies starting next year.
And what impact will this merger have on the financials and leadership structure of the companies?
The deal will significantly increase Outbrain's leverage, with the company taking on more than $1 billion in debt. David Kosman will lead the combined company as CEO, with Teads' co-CEOs serving as co-presidents. The companies are expected to see an increase in revenue and operating profit post-merger.
Interesting insights. Lastly, how has Outbrain's performance been leading up to this acquisition, and what are the future expectations?
Outbrain has faced challenges post-IPO, with declining revenues and leadership changes. However, with this acquisition, the company aims to deliver significant shareholder value in the coming years by leveraging the strengths of both companies.
Thank you, Ariella, for shedding light on this acquisition and its implications. Coming up next, Pliops' merger with Kalray falls through after stock price collapses. Now let's dive into the news about the failed merger between Pliops an Israeli startup which develops acceleration solutions for AI and storage servers in data centers, and Kalray, a French provider of advanced data processing solutions, after a significant drop in stock price. Ariella, the deal between Pliops and Kalray has been called off due to a sharp decline in Kalray's stock value. Can you explain what led to this decision?
Eli, the failed merger between Pliops and Kalray was primarily due to Kalray's stock plummeting by over 50% in the past 2 months. This decline made the merger unviable from a financial perspective.
Now, looking at the situation from a different angle, what impact will this failed merger have on the AI and data processing industry?
Well, the termination of the merger between Pliops and Kalray will impact the industry's landscape. The two companies aim to create cutting-edge solutions for generative AI and data acceleration, which will now need to be explored through other means.
Moving forward, let's discuss the implications of this failed merger on the technological advancements in the storage sector. Could you shed some light on this matter?
Absolutely. The termination of the merger will prompt Pliops and Kalray to explore alternative ways to combine their technologies. This will impact the development of storage solutions and data processing advancements in the sector.
Before we wrap up, any final thoughts on the future collaborations between Pliops and Kalray despite the failed merger?
Eli, while the merger may have fallen through, Pliops and Kalray will continue to explore collaborative opportunities to leverage their technological strengths for the benefit of the industry.
Thank you, Ariella, for sharing your insights on the failed merger between Pliops and Kalray. That concludes today's edition of The Edge of Tech, CTech's AI-generated studio. Thanks for tuning in. For more high-tech news, in-depth analysis, and exclusive interviews, head over to CTech website, your gateway to Israeli tech.